mistake some of the cards, the memory cards from my nice camera at home, and I'm in beautiful Nowra, Huskisson. I'll give a full update on everything that's happened. We've moved Arriba from Sydney down to Huskisson, to where she'll go up on a hard stand down there. Oh my god, what a process. I'll take you through all of that. That was ridiculously difficult, and so many sharks in that industry. So here we are at Boatyard in Huskisson. I was just driving in wondering where my boat is, and then I saw this massive thing sitting here. Oh my god, that's a lot of boat. So she's been sitting in the water for 30, 40, 50 years. And this is what 50 years looks like. There's some cracking in the glass there. You can see that on the GoPro. Lots of cockle shells. A folding umbrella, folding propeller, which in the 70s at the time was groundbreaking. So the guys at the marina, when they pull her out, they need to spray down the hull as well once she comes out and clean everything off. I'll show some photos later, but they actually did a really good job of spraying that down. Saved me a lot of time and work. I did notice, so I think that's the keel sitting along the bottom there. I'd say that's a lead keel. But I did notice there's a couple of things here which are quite concerning. Got some pretty decent rot going on there. God, some holes there. Don't know, honestly, I don't know how that stayed afloat with those holes. I've actually got a theory that it was the barnacles that were holding her together. So you can see here, quite interestingly, you can see a strip of stuff that was on there before they pressure washed it, and then next to it the bare hull with the anti-foul. This was an extremely excruciating and difficult process to get a boat out of the water from Sydney down the south coast, and it shouldn't be. But shout out to Tony from Boat Trans. He was phenomenal. He made it all happen and kept everybody together at difficult points along the way. Talked people down from the ledge at times when they were, well, me including, but other people as well, when they were blowing up, and he was instrumental in keeping this all together. So definitely recommend Tony's services. This is an interesting boat here, or what's left of a boat. You can see she looks like a cutter or something, but she's really old. I mean, the planking here is really deteriorated. You can see the caulking, the cotton caulking coming out of the planking here. But apparently I'm told that this boat is actually of heritage value. It took convicts out to one of the islands nearby. Heritage value to it. Another timber boat here in Terry's yard. Wow, that's so nice. They come up really nice when they Clearly one of the things that I should have brought on the way here was a ladder. Might have a bit of a wander around and see if Terry's got one. Might be a bit sketchy me actually getting up on Arriba while she's on the truck. I thought about this on the way down and I was thinking, well, if she was solid enough to sit at 80 kilometres an hour on the highway, and then she's probably solid enough for me to jump up there and put some covers on, but well, I guess you never know. I'll have a bit of a wander around and see if I can find Terry and sort this out. She's so big and fat in the water, you know, she's got such a fat shape. I never really realised when I was actually in her, but you can see like this yacht here, how narrow she is. I guess that's a narrow beam, I'd call that, and there's a nice steel yacht here as well. And I guess, yeah, she's not as fat as Arriba. That built her, well, the guy, it was a husband and wife team. When they built her for blue water sailing and to accommodate a family. So you can see how wide she is, but also to be stable as well in the water. Be interesting to talk to somebody who knows a bit more about boats and, you know, what her design is and what she'd be like in the water. But you can definitely see the width. Alright, well, I'm going to stop recording now and try and figure out a plan and get some covers on her to stop some of the rain getting in. Okay, that's pretty much all we got up to today. Again, I apologise for the video and the sound quality. I recorded this on an old GoPro that I use for a backup, and some of you might be wondering why I didn't record the process of lifting Arriba out at the marina in Sydney or the trip to the south coast. I would have liked to, and I'll keep this story short because I do have a tendency to ramble on a bit, but coordinating the towing of Arriba to the marina in Sydney, the lifting out and cleaning and the delivery to the south coast were all sort of independent processes that I had to coordinate together, and it was an extraordinarily complicated affair, and owing to the weather and the sea conditions, I simply wasn't able to arrange my work schedule to allow me to be there and to film it. So instead I was trying to work at the same time and running in and out of my office, talking on my phone over 3 days to get it all done. But thankfully we got there in the end, and after a long and grueling process, she's now safely in the yard down the south coast, and we're just waiting for a crane to get Arriba off the truck and onto a cradle where she'll sit for a while before getting an inspection done and planning our work schedule out. Thanks again to everybody who supports me through this process. Without you, I wouldn't be able to take the time to film or edit these videos, and as always, I greatly appreciate it if you hit the like or subscribe of these videos, or leave a comment, or to be truly awesome, do all three. The geniuses at YouTube tend to like it when you do these things, and it helps our little channel along. So thanks very much, take care, and I'll see you next time.